Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can get your hands on the Android 18 linked state. Now this is a special unit basically based on the player character from Dragon Ball FighterZ. Essentially in FighterZ you link your soul to the fighters, which is how you control them. Anyway, play the game, it's a really good game. But essentially, you get Android 18 from a whole bunch of missions. Now, after this period, she will be available from the Zeni shop, and you'll be able to get her with Zeni. However, her medals, which I think is currently just a typo, will also become available from the Zeni shop after this period. However, they are apparently only up for a week. So you can apparently buy Android 18 from the Zeni shop from the 13th onwards, but you can only buy her medals for a week. From the 13th onwards. It feels a little bit weird, but anyway, we're going to get her before then because we're going to complete the missions. But if you're watching this video and you want to get Android 18 link state, then chances are you need to go look at the Zeni shop and buy her there with Zeni. Now you can see here it mentions the medals being available only between the set period. Again, not too certain, I think it's just a typo. But yes, essentially you can grab her from the missions, and the missions are actually fairly straightforward. So, if you are someone who's interested in getting her, there's a couple of things you're going to need to do. Firstly, get a couple of copies of her from logging in. This makes your life a lot easier. But the missions basically entail using her in certain content. So we have to use her in the Dokkan event and in the Android 21 Super Warrior Arc Story Dokkan event. And we have to use her until basically we can awaken her. But very simple, honestly, it's super straightforward. So we're going to run through every single step that you need to do. It's very, very simple. You can see all the missions on screen and under the King Kai tab if you are looking for a bit more guidance. But essentially, it's super duper simple. First thing to do, we need to train her. We're going to Z-awaken her. Then we're going to use her in a bunch of content super quickly, and then after that we're going to be able to Dokkan awaken her. It honestly doesn't take you too long, especially if you are busy doing the other content from the celebration. But essentially the two events you have to do are any Dokkan event. We're going to be using the Android 21 Dokkan event and the Super Warrior mission. Now if you go to the shop you will see that she's not available with Zeni at the moment, so she will only be available from the 13th onwards with Zeni. So upon reset upon the 13th, she'll become available to purchase with Zeni. Now first thing you're going to need to do is, you'll notice that she's not in your inventory, you're going to need to go collect her from your gift box. So by collecting all of them from the gift box, you should be able to then have 5 copies of Android 18. What you're going to do then next is you're going to unlock one of the copies to make sure that you don't accidentally get rid of it, and you're going to train the other copies into that copy. So very simply, we're just going to train her to the point where we can Z-awaken her, and then we're going to train the other copies in. You don't need to worry about Z-awakening her. Copies of Android 18 will still count as long as she is only Z-awakened as full super attack fodder. You can see there. The only important thing is to make sure that you do not, I repeat, do not Dokkan awaken her. So if you do manage to get the medals, do not Dokkan awaken her. It's for the best. The next step is going to be to use her in the Android 21 Super Warrior Arc and in the Dokkan event. Now for the Dokkan event, it doesn't have to be any specific Dokkan event, but you do have to do 3 of them. So choose whichever one you want to, but make sure that you can do it 3 times with her in the team as a un-Dokkan awakened unit. She should be fine as long as your team is strong enough, but if you're a new player, make sure that you fill out the rest of the team, or maybe start with the Super Warrior Arc missions. Now Dragon Ball FighterZ Super Warrior Arc is a story event that lets you get a really interesting Android 21. And like I said, you can do any Dokkan event, but we will be using the Genius Scientist event. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just build a team that I'm going to show you, or you can just include her in any team. It doesn't really matter. Ideally, make sure that you put her in an Android team, of course. Once you've completed the content, so once you've run 6 stages of the Super Warrior Arc and once you've done 3 Dokkan events, you are then ready, essentially, to fully complete Android 18. So that's all it takes, just 6 stages of the Super Warrior arc. It doesn't have to necessarily be any specific stage, and just 3 stages of a Dokkan event, which is pretty simple. It also doesn't specify what difficulty of Dokkan event, so you can do that as well. Now with Android 18 now, we've picked up a couple more copies. First thing we're going to do is train her super attack to max, which you will see us do here. This is going to essentially unlock more copies of Android 18, which we will be able to collect from the missions, and then we can awaken her hidden potential system. You should have just enough copies to get her hidden potential system done, so it shouldn't be an issue anyway. And yeah, you're done. You're basically ready to go. Nothing too crazy, all super duper simple. So yeah, I think overall it's pretty straightforward. Once you've opened up her hidden potential paths, you're then able to go collect the mission rewards and are now able to Dokkan Awaken her. Pretty simple. Once she's Dokkan Awakened, she's ready to go. You can fill out her hidden potential system if you want to, but that is basically it. She does not appear to have an EZA at this time, and that is everything you need. So you can complete the missions, be done with everything, and you'll be good to go. But that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Otherwise, give me a shout if you need any more help. And yeah, that's basically it. If you are struggling, just make sure essentially to go finish an easier Dokkan event. Maybe an older one or a lower difficulty. But that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and bye.